Hey crafty cuties, welcome back to Paper Terrace. If you're new, I'm Jessica. Today we have got to finish this Bohemian journal. I'm kind of at the point where I just honestly really need to finish it because I have a lot of other things that need to get done. So I did promise you guys that it was going to be a really decked out journal, so we're gonna try our best to go through that today. So far I just have the blank pages bound in, which we did in the last video, so if you want to see how I did that, you can check a playlist down below. I have a bunch of pre-made items. Some are what we made in this series, like the decorated envelopes and such, but I also have some things just from other videos that I've made with you guys, so I wanted to just try to incorporate those as well. So I'm just basically gonna open up the book here and get started with decorating kind of one by one. I'm not gonna decorate every page, but we'll see what we can get done. I do have this here, which I was thinking would look nice, but it definitely needs something else, like some kind of maybe decoration as far as fabric goes. Ooh, let's just cut off. I do want to try to incorporate as many of these gorgeous fabrics as possible. So we'll just glue that on, I think. Yeah, I'm going to leave all of the loose little threads on it as well. Okay. My dog is, oh my gosh, because I've been trying to film for over an hour. My dog is being loud. There's a stray cat outside that's been outside for just so long now, and it's just meowing at the door, making the dog go crazy. I want to see if I could incorporate some trim as well. Let's see. I'm trying to get an idea. Okay, so maybe for this, I'm going to try to add one of these clear adhesive pockets just right on top of the fabric, actually. I'm so sorry, you guys can probably hear my dog. And then we could put a little journal, and I made this journaling card a long time ago with some Bohemian fabrics. I don't exactly remember, it was quite a while ago, so I thought I could incorporate it. I like that because then it's removable as well. So I always like to have something fun in the front, so we could maybe go ahead and put that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this down. I always like to have something really pretty right when you open up the front of your book. Like that. Now, I forgot about wanting to sew on some trims to the sides. So I'm kind of wondering, is it too late? I don't know if I've tried this before. I'm gonna take my sewing machine and just see if I can carefully sew this on. It's so much easier before, and that is one perk to sewing your things or decorating your pages before putting them into the book. But like I said, sometimes I just go this route and it works better. Let's see if I can carefully, I think I will be able to. But I have to be very careful, so it's going to take me just a second not to tear anything up. So it was possible. We were able to get that really pretty trim on, but it was definitely a little challenging. So we're going to go ahead and finish this page off with a tag that I made in a washi tape video, which may not be up yet. I'm not quite sure. But we're going to try one other alternative that will give you the same look, but you don't have to sew into your journal. And I'm going to show you right now. So we're going to take a piece of scrapbook paper or any kind of paper you want that's the same height as your page. And depending if you really want to make this more hidden, you can have it less wide, but I don't care about exactly having it be hidden that I'm sewing it onto paper, and I'll show you why. So I'm gonna also grab a trim of my choice out of here. Maybe this red one would be pretty. There are so many, they're just all gorgeous. Ooh, I just love the orange. Okay, I think, oh, let's go with this gold. It's, yep, about the right size as well. And we're just simply going to go ahead and sew this onto the paper here, which is just going to be so much easier. And I'll just do a single regular stitch all the way around. And I am sewing like along the bottom and top. So now you can see, since I sewed along the top and bottom and then the side, we could also use this as a little tuck spot. But you can see we can just go ahead and glue this whole page or piece of paper. And I am just trying to act like my dog is not barking. I know you guys can hear that. I don't know what to do about this stray cat. Like, it's actually getting in the way of me being able to work. But it's an outdoor cat, so what do? I'm not going to put it on this next page because we already have a nice trim on the first, so I'm going to go over a few, probably put it right here. But see now, also my train of thought's not going so good. Instead of gluing it all the way down, I was actually planning to glue along the top and sides to make it a tuck spot, but that's okay. And then, since we have this tuck spot, which is right here, and we could tuck in like this little wallpaper tag or something like that. So that's a great hack. I'm gonna absolutely do that one again. And I probably will do one more trim in here. I'm not gonna do too many, but. So again, I'm gonna just grab some scrapbook paper. Sorry guys, I'm leaning over ya. This one's probably already cut down to the size that I need it to be. It is. So for this one, I will absolutely, and if you want, you can also have it hanging over the edge a little bit so that it will also be leaning over the edge of your page, which is probably a nice idea so that you can see it kind of peeking out of the book. And I'm just going to do that same thing where I sew the top and then all the way down. And then across. Just like that. And then for this one, I will just glue on the top, down the side. It's a little messy back here, but that's okay. And down the bottom. And I'll line that up how I want it to be. And then we'll have another little tuck, which I'm not going to put anything in there right now, but now that I can see how much that's peeking out, it's kind of pretty, but I'm actually, since I have a little bit of time to work with it, I'm going to push it in just a little bit more. I don't want it hanging out that much. And then if you wanted, you can trim anything that you need. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now let's move on to some of the pages that I already made. So this was made onto an actual page, but I think it's just a little too tall. Nope, it's not actually. So we can actually go ahead and glue this down on one of the pages. Maybe an inside page like this. Actually, we'll do this one because it's nice and blank and it definitely looks like it needs something. And so for this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to glue across the top, the side, just like that. And because we're going to be creating a little pocket, I'm considering, maybe I'm going to do something, this might look cool. I'm going to punch out like a half circle right here, but we have this fold, and I'm actually just going to punch into that fold. A little hard there, because I think that's going to look kind of cool. So we'll go like that, just make sure to press down where we need, and then we have our little envelope flap that has a few spots for items, and then this page will actually open as well. So see, then you're gonna have a little pocket in here, let's see, behind the page, if that makes sense, right? But then this also opens, and I don't know, I mean, I think that could just be a fun little addition to being able to do something creative. Okay, and so then we'll put that back like that. we have this cute little envelope pocket that we made, and that might be fun on maybe like this little flap right here, or we could go over here. I do want to leave some blank spots. I know I said I was going to deck this whole thing out, but well, shoot, maybe. I like how it looks right there, to be quite honest. I'm going to do that. I don't want the page on the left of it to be blank, so I'm thinking of maybe doing some decoupage or some stamping. I have this new color I've been wanting to try. So this is a good way to decorate a page but not add too much bulk, and that's by using a stencil, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this fossilized amber. Oh, I just bought the ink spray to the that matches this as well. Well, there's ink all over here. So I'll just try to get a good amount here. It's also leaking out there, so we'll just take all that. And I'm not going to do a perfect blend, but I'm just going to go like so, and I think I moved it already. This color is really pretty. I'm so glad I got this. I think it will be a nice, bright, happy color, and I feel like it goes with the journal very well. Okay. Yeah, that looks really cute. And I'm gonna bring it over here a bit just because I want most of the page to be covered, I think. I know that's okay. I overlapped a bit, but it doesn't look bad. Oh yes, perfect. I'm gonna leave this out because I might actually go ahead and use this somewhere else, but that looks really cute. Love that. That's a Tim Holtz stencil, if you're wondering. It's a really pretty one. Sorry, it doesn't say what it's called, but I can try to find out. So I have a few other items in here. That we have another white page here. I did have this envelope pocket, I think, with a little window, and I think that might be pretty right there. Let's do that. And I'm just going to glue it down. Now I can hear my dog going down the hall, and he's literally trying to get into stuff. Like, I guess maybe he's just wanting attention right now, but he's always like this. I mean, he's still a puppy. So what can you do? Okay. Once that dries, that will be really pretty there. And then, like I said, I have a few little pages that are already pre-decorated. So for that, I might go ahead and put this down here. Kind of want to use that stencil again just for the top and bottom that we'll be showing. So for this part, I'm just going to go a little bit messier just to have a bit of design showing through. Okay, we'll call that good. And this is a double tag pocket. I think I made this in the video. Oh gosh, I remember it was like 10 easy page ideas that anyone can do or something like that. I will try to find it. But we can put some tags in here, and I bet I have something that I could just easily put in there if I look through my little area here. Well, I can always come back and fill things up actually, so I don't really need to worry too much, but while we're here, I guess. Oh, I think this will work good actually. Okay, I think. It's a little, I can trim that for sure, but it works okay. And then we'll see if this one fits in here. Nope, we'll need to trim that just a tad. It's kind of like a journaling card, but I'm gonna go like that. Make it into more of a tag shape, which I didn't do too good there, but that's okay. That should fit now. Okay, I'm gonna have to trim that down a bit. I just don't want to mess with it right now. We have a clear pocket here. I'm trying to just go through. Well, let's see. I also had this little envelope booklet that I created, and I thought that would be fun to add. Maybe like right here. But I do want to just clip this in. I don't want to, and I had a clip. I don't want to keep it permanent because it is pretty bulky, so we might not want to keep it in forever, but I think it would be pretty right there. And then maybe I want to do something to one of the coffee dyed pages, but at the same time, let's add a little snippet on this side. We'll do this side actually. And I'm just going to glue. Actually, you know what? Just kidding. I'm not going to glue that on. I just realized that I maybe could add this. Yeah, I'm going to add this actually. It's just a full page kind of pocket. Yeah, I'm going to do that instead. I'm just going to glue all over. And then I'm going to flip through from the front and just see how I'm liking it and see where I actually want to add something, because I kind of want the things to be spaced out. So let's just do a really quick little flip through. Yeah, I feel like it's better to leave some pages blank, because if I sell this, I can always add some things on the side. I feel like this does need something, and I think, again, I'm just going to follow that little theme and add stencil in a few spots. Maybe not like the full page, but maybe a little bit of a messier. Yep, I like that. And some of these are coffee dyed, so I feel like we can absolutely leave the coffee dyed alone. We'll just put a little bit up here in the corner for this page. Yeah, that's cool. It doesn't hurt to have white space, but there's a bag here. Okay, I'm sort of feeling like this might actually be good to go once we add a little bit more here. Oh, that just adds something. I love that. So maybe I'll add, this is the last two signatures. They don't really have too much, so I think I will go ahead and add a few little things to these pages. I think I'm going to add this right here, and maybe I'll add a little bit of the fabric scraps to make this a bit more like bohemian. I hear that cat coming up on my porch right now, and I hear the dog starting to bark. Goodness. What am I supposed to do, you guys? So I think it's not a stray cat, I realize. I think I keep saying it's a stray cat, but it's not. It's my neighbor's outside cat, and I mean, we have an outdoor cat too, so I can't just tell them, like, make your cat stop meowing, like, you know. Okay, so let's see. Actually, I really like that, so I'm just gonna trim that and glue that across, because I feel like by adding a little bits of these fabrics pieces and trims to the already made page ideas, not page ideas, but base pages, it really finishes it off and makes it actually look like it was made for this journal. What do you guys think? And maybe for this one, I'll just add a little piece here. My dog is not interested in this kitty. Okay. And then I said I wanted to add probably one more thing to the very last signature, and then of course any stenciling that I wanted to add. Oh, I am in love with this stencil. I've had it for the longest time, which is the funny part. I don't know why I just decided to grab it out now and use it, but sometimes that happens. Whoops. Okay. So one more last idea, and you know what? I forgot that I had this made out of an envelope, and it's actually made to go around a signature, but I didn't do that. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe I could actually just add it on the page. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, this tag is going to be a bit long for this journal, so I'm just actually going to trim it. Maybe for the little tie, I could take some fabric and make it into some trim. I don't know if that even makes sense, but let me show you. Just gonna do like a really, I can't find my favorite scissors, goodness. Okay, so yeah, I just want a thin little piece. Just put it through here. And then just pull the ends through here. Okay, and hopefully that will be the right size. I think that was in this pocket right here. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this over the stenciling we just did, but that's okay. I'm gonna glue down the sides and the bottom. Then it's going to be a little pocket, but also have this little flip. Okay, so we're just gonna let that dry. I'm actually just popping in here. I was already done filming, but I started adding just a couple easy tabs using these scraps, and I felt like you guys probably would like to see that it can just be very simple. So I'm actually just taking like some little snippets, like so small. I'm gonna put it on the edge here. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of glue, just the smallest amount, and I'm actually stapling these on. So the glue will absolutely come into play if, you know, if a staple comes out or whatever, but I feel pretty good with the staples, and I like the way they look as well. So very simple, but these fabrics, like, they just already speak for themselves. So I'm just kind of randomly spacing them out, finding a few places that I would like them. Put this one down a little bit more, and just making sure that they are leaning over the edge, whichever way I think looks best. Probably do this one here. And I feel like this really kind of adds the finishing touch that I was going for, but we're gonna get back into where I left off, and you'll see how pretty this looks at the end. While it's drying, I'm gonna do just a lot. I wanted to put this trim somewhere, and so I'm thinking I'll just put it on a page. Yeah, just on the edge of a page, just for kind of a little decoration. It's not gonna really serve any purpose other than being pretty. I am gonna have it cascading over the edge just a bit. Okay, this should be dry enough to finish off decorating. So then we have the pocket. It's probably still drying actually, but you know, it should be fine. We have a pocket behind, and we have the pocket inside here. So we'll just put that little tag in there that was already made. This is looking lovely. Let's kind of put it together. Yeah, I think I'm really happy with this. Now, I might have to add a charm at some point, but I'm not going to do that right now. I think I'm really happy with how it's decorated. So, I think the last thing that I'll do off camera is just go through and add any little items that I want to add to it. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this kind of a quick decorating video, but I feel like it ended out coming out real pretty. So I will read the comments if you guys have any questions or anything like that. I need to glue this bag because it did come unglued here, but other than that, I am happy you guys came along today with me, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully not when the cat is coming around. Okay, bye guys.